and its dealers present Burr Tillstrom, creator of Kukla, Ollie, and all the Kuklapolitan players, with Fran Allison in Kukla, Fran and Ollie.
That was pretty good. I wasn't quite sure of the way it wasn't as smooth as it should be, but it's better. I think that we've got to rehearse, fellas, and work on this thing in order to get those things clearer. Now, Hugh, when you speak, you jump at it, kind of. I'd rather have you sneak up on it. See? You know, sort of. You say, R.C.A. Victor. No, that's not good. It sounds like Little Nipper barking. You must say, R.C.A. Victor. You see, like that. It's much better. And the pan down, it's pretty good. It looks pretty good. I don't understand why Ted Drake's name is on that pan down and no one ever reads it. Do you know why, Jack?
I've never noticed it, Kukla.
I know. And you don't read the and between Kukla and Ollie, Hugh. I don't know. We've got to go into that.
Didn't I that time?
No, you didn't. I don't know whether that's supposed to be. I don't know what your script reads. And I'm not at all satisfied with the spirit in the control room. You fellas in there are very deadly. I don't know what's happened to you, Gami. Gami's our director. I'm awfully sorry we have to clean house right now while we're on the air, but there are certain little things that we just don't ever have time to attend to, and that's one of those things. Talking over the opening of the show and things like that. I'm sorry that we have to do it on the air, but you may as well know how we run things around here. And Gami, I don't feel. Perhaps it's because now we should call you Louis Gomovitz. I don't know. Maybe that
I still prefer Gami.
Gami better? It's all right, huh? Well, I didn't know. I thought perhaps, now that you have this dignified position and everything, that you perhaps prefer to be called Louis, and therefore we would get more cooperation from you. Not that you aren't cooperating. It's just a little gummy, that's all. Now, Jack.
Yeah, Kukla.
I distinctly heard your fingernails clicking on the keys.
I'll have to have them filed.
You'll have to. It comes through every time. And people do ask me, and they say, how many pieces are in the orchestra?
It's a nice rhythmic effect.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Glad to see that the crew is a little warmed up today and feeling a little better. I hope everyone's happy. And now we can get on with the show. No, not yet. Something I have to check. Fran, dear.
Yes.
May I see you for a moment?
May indeed.
I am... you got your... Isn't that pretty?
Thank you.
That's your RCA color demonstration dress. I remember when you wore that for the color television demonstration.
Yes.
Isn't that pretty?
Thank you.
Nice. I wish we were in New York this week. I'd certainly have to see that.
Oh, I would too.
Oh,
particularly since we got a special invitation.
Yeah, I know.
Always feels so important going someplace where you hand in the card at the door.
Yeah, well, there are about 2,000 or 3,000 others, I understand.
Oh?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I don't think we're too special.
I see.
Mercedes got one, too.
She did?
Sure.
Why, Betty, too?
Yeah, why, Betty's mother.
Oh, well, that does it.
They thought they're all going in a bus.
Fine.
Bus. That'll be a trip, won't it?
Should be.
But I'm digressing. And I would like to get on with something very special. Fran, I hope you didn't mind the way I started the show today. There were a few things that were a little sticky and a little slow here and there.
You have to take care of things like that.
Yeah, the camera broke its fan belt just before the show, I think.
It did?
It makes a terrible whirring sound I hear every so often. Either that or else it's me or else it's the duo. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Do you hear it? Now listen. You hear a kind of whir? I do too. I didn't know whether it was me or just,
Sounds like the dishwasher.
Well, maybe it is. It could be.
Maybe it is.
That could be. I'll check on that.
All right.
I came across something in my desk. Well, in my desk, on my dresser, in the top of the piano, and down in the piano bench itself.
Oh?
Along with a loaf of bread and the corkscrew.
And the egg beater.
And the egg beater. No, it's not there anymore.
Oh, isn't it?
No, the egg beater's not there anymore. Thank goodness the egg beater's not there anymore. It's in the file.
The egg beater's in the file?
Mm-hmm. Under B. Or maybe E, I'm not sure. Could be, no, I know what's under E. Eggs. Anyway, I came across different things.
Well, like what?
Notes.
No.
Memos. And I found them, and I don't know exactly who made them all. They're in everybody's handwriting, and I think we should check on it.
First is TV Digest.
TV Digest.
Well, it doesn't mean anything to me particularly. I know it's the name of a magazine.
Well, that's what I don't know.
Hello, everybody.
Hi,
How's
Ollie.
everything today? Everything going smoothly and grand? Then I can leave.
No, wait, we're checking on things.
Watch my tooth, please. What are you doing?
Watching your tooth.
Kook. Well, what's up? Hi, anything
Kukla said he found some notes in various places, and they don't mean a great deal. We didn't know whether just to destroy them or whether they belong to someone else, and we should keep them or bring them to that person's attention, or what? The first says TV Digest.
Oh, I know what that is. Oh, yes, indeed. Yes, that was a note I made. Oh, heavens, I did forget, didn't I? I wanted to thank them for the very nice award that they sent us.
Oh.
When was that?
Oh, about 4 or 5 weeks ago.
Well, I didn't even see the award.
Neither did I.
Oh, I took it.
Well, aren't we supposed to see it when it comes in? When something
You can come and you can see it when I finish decorating my room. I had just a spot for it in the mantel, you know, in my room.
Go to stay in
Mantle?
your room.
Do you have a fireplace?
Oh, yes. Didn't you know?
Well, there's no room for a fireplace in there.
You don't have a chimney.
It's not a real one.
Oh,
It's a fake one, but it's lovely.
let's see.
What's it in?
Oh, it's marble. Well, it's marbleized paper, and then I have it's part marble and part brick. And then I use some of the stones that I brought back from Europe, embedded in it. It's quite lovely.
Yes, it sounds.
It's going to be just
delightful.
grand, and I have a grate in it, and I've got a little machine that turns all the time, and the light goes up, and it looks just like a real fire, except it's green.
Green?
I thought that would be different.
Well, yes, to say the least, I would
Well,
say.
anyway, this award goes right over the mantel and fits right in there. And I do thank TV Digest.
Well, so do I.
Oh, they had a nice article this week, too. Very cute. Anything else you want me for, just let me know. I'm going back and work in my room. Wait till you see my desk. Oh, it's grand.
What's it made of?
It's an old door.
An old door.
Oh, that's the very smartest thing. You take an old door off, and then
Gate
you...
leg, probably.
Hmm?
It's a gate leg, is it?
Gate leg. Yes. No, it's not a gate leg. It's just a desk, you see. It's got a thing you put legs on it, you see, and then you run it crossways.
What about the knob?
You take the knob off, but I'm using the keyhole for an inkwell.
Oh, Ollie.
Oh, it's grand.
I know it must be.
Just grand. And I borrowed the one of Madame Oglepus's egret feathers for a quilt.
You write with it?
Heavens, no.
What do you do with it?
It's just for show.
Why?
Oh, I don't know. It sort of tickles me.
Oh, honestly, that's ridiculous.
Ollie, really, please. Which door did you use?
Mine?
What are you using for a door?
Beaded curtains. It's the latest thing.
Silly.
That awful.
Yeah, what else is on the memo?
Candy from Natalie. I didn't see any candy, and I don't know Natalie.
Candy from Natalie.
Candy from Natalie.
Candy from Natalie.
That has a very nice
We
sound.
could write a song. Jack, would you write a song about Candy from Natalie?
Nice and rhythmic.
Isn't that nice? Today I woke up smiling because I got some candy from Natalie. That's pretty good, huh?
Oh, I don't know. I think you did a little different rhythm than that.
What was that? What's the song?
Candy from Natalie.
Oh, yes, Natalie. Well, it isn't candy, it's cookies. Natalie sent us some cookies.
Natalie who?
Natalie, you know.
Where?
On the train to Geneva, Switzerland. You know, Natalie.
Oh, Natalie! The girls!
Yeah!
Who?
She was an elderly lady we met on the train.
Mm-hmm.
And she had some cookies. She was a sweet little old lady with a little bonnet and a shawl, And she was sitting there, and she said, see, we were on this train, see, and we bought these special tickets in order to go into the dining car. See, in Europe, it's different. You don't have a dining car. Well, they have dining cars.
They don't call them dining cars. They call them wagon lits. And
No. Wagon lit.
well, whatever it is.
And see, what they have on them, they have this, you see, on this train. Well, if you don't buy a blue ticket entitling you to the first sitting, I don't know why they ever bothered with that blue ticket. There was only one sitting.
Well, there'd been one sitting if they kept the car on.
Yeah, they took the car off, you see. It was very funny. I had my one sitting right on the tracks.
Now let me have the second chorus.
Oh, there's only one chord. Anyway, they took the dining car off before we could even go in. That's why it counted for me. When the train stopped, I went into the dining car and I landed right on the tracks. It was good for a great yuck. Really, it was. It was just wonderful. You should have heard all those people laughing in French. It was so funny. It's so different laughing in French, isn't it?
It is, quite.
Anyway, we came back to our compartment. We were traveling first class, of course. And anyway, we walked in, and here were these three. Here was this old lady, elderly lady. She was awfully sweet.
She was from Brooklyn.
There isn't an old lady in Brooklyn.
I know she was in Europe. See? Anyway, she was sitting there, and under her shawl and her little bonnet,
And she said, "Hiya, kids!"
well, she was very peppy. And she said, you couldn't get into the dining car, could you?
And we said no, because there wasn't any.
Then we had another big yuck in American. It was so good to meet these American ladies. Well, there were two other. They were all three of them very elderly, and weren't they?
Yes.
And so they opened up. Aunt Natalie had this big suitcase, and she opened up, and she had all these wonderful things, goodies, and she had 13 trunks full of goodies.
I could just imagine someone taking trunks of cookies away.
One of them had a trunk full of waffles.
Did she?
Sure, I saw it.
With sausage?
No bacon.
Well, I didn't know about that. Anyway, she opened
Oh, this is impossible. I just don't want to hear any more about it.
Well, she said it's all some cookies, including you.
Well, I didn't get them.
Well, you will. They have packages on your desk. If you need me for anything else, let me know. Goodbye.
She's a very nice lady.
I'm sure.
You shouldn't be upset, Fran.
I was upset. I'm not upset. Kukla Courier appears next, and I know all about that.
Kukla Courier. What was about the Kukla Courier?
Plug the Kukla Courier.
Why, that was Fletcher's job.
It certainly was, and I don't believe he did it either.
No, I don't think he did.
Because I distinctly remember that was assigned to him.
Fletcher
Well,
was
I'm just
going
going to
to
speak to him about it.
Fletcher.
My gracious, I was knee-deep in water cleaning out the guppy tanks when you called me.
You don't look a bit wet or anything.
Well, no, I had my hip boots on.
Fletcher, I don't want to disturb you and the guppies in the least, but I remember that you were assigned to make a few well-chosen remarks about the Kukla Courier and how it was possible to obtain
I
it.
did that. I tried last week. No one gave me a chance.
Why, I think you had
Well,
plenty of chance, Fletcher.
It's just that you didn't take the opportunity.
Well, I did the whole thing. I brought up the book, and I said anybody who would like to know more about the Kukla Courier would do a much better job if they got one themselves. That's what I said. Anybody who would like to know the story of the Kuklapolitans with fine pictures and drawings.
Well, you didn't tell them how they could get it.
I certainly did so.
What did you say?
That was the day we had the routine about the fast buck.
Oh?
Why, certainly.
Well, you didn't. I don't think you mentioned that at all.
I certainly did. I said it cost $1. This Kukla Courier yearbook, which gives it the entire. I said it did, and I said all you had. Well, I even brought the card up, and I said all you have to do is to send $1 with your name, an address, and postal zone number and city, of course, to KFO Yearbook, P.O. Box. That stands for Post Office. P.O. Box 3446, Chicago 77, Illinois. You send your $1 and your name and address and all that information to this address, and we will send you in return a Kuklapolitan yearbook.
Well, if you did that, then you did discharge your obligation. And that's
Certainly
fine.
I did it. It's utterly ridiculous to even claim that I didn't do it.
Well, if you say you did it, I shan't claim
Well, I
it.
did do it, and I don't care to have anybody doubting my word
I
whatsoever.
don't doubt your word. If you say you did it, that's all.
Well, don't shout at me.
I'm not shouting at anybody.
She's upset.
Why?
Because Natalie...
3 old ladies. Now.
What's the story?
Never mind, Fletcher. Go back to the guppies.
Here, Geraldine. Here, Gilbert.
Gilbert!
Gilbert.
Must be a new one.
Shingle the roof.
Shingle the roof.
Well, that's not my job. I
Shingle
know
the
that.
roof.
That's up at Dragon Retreat.
Well, let's stick
Why
to...
doesn't he keep his notes on his own desk,
Yeah.
then? Get fireplace wood.
Well, that's a good idea.
Are we out of fireplace
Well,
wood?
I don't know if that's been ordered or not. Has it been ordered?
I told Cecil Bill about it. Cecil Bill?
Been ordered.
Fine. Wash the merchandise mart. That's absolutely ridiculous.
What?
Wash the merchandise mart.
Oh, I thought that might be a good idea someday. It might make a good show. Think we should do it someday?
Well, yes,
Let's
by
think
all
about it.
means.
Good. Well, if you need me, call me.
Haircut. Whose haircut?
Jack?
That's me.
Let me see.
Oh, wait.
Hanging over a little on your collar, Jack. I think it'd be a good idea.
Manana.
No wonder he's been running in those concertos and whatnot. Have Zumar practice.
Ollie?
I don't know anything. Have Zumar practice.
Zoomer. Oh, I know what's that. You know, back and forth. We'll have to do that another day, because I'm not up to it today.
I see. Go to the moon. Go to the moon?
Yeah, I was just reading in my science fiction, my latest one, about going to the moon. And I thought that we all three ought to go someday.
Well, make it soon.
I will. I'm going down and call now. Hello, Luna City? Make a reservation for 3.
Absolutely ridiculous.
Yes. Jack, do you want to go?
No thanks.
Oh, too bad. No, just make that for 3. Yeah, we'll be up for the weekend.
Has it been done yet?
I don't know. If it has been, he's done it. See Dick Barstow's Palmer House show. When is that?
Oh, it opens next Thursday.
Oh, well, that would be nice. I'd like
I
that.
like that, too.
Clean out carburetor. Well, who's got a carburetor?
What about this next note?
Clean out carburetor.
Oh, that'd be a good idea.
Well, who's got a carburetor?
I don't know. I'll go and buy one.
Oh, honestly. Call Fran.
Fran!
This is really pretty silly, you know it?
I believe in checking them off as we do them.
Oh, dear. Find out why fuse burned out.
Ollie? I don't know anything about a fuse, do you?
Just before the show, a fuse burned out, and someone's going to be called on the carpet. Believe me, get out the drums.
It won't be me, because I'd burn it out. Work on production for Fran's song.
That's a good idea.
Well, I don't know what it is.
The song, I remember the song,
Just a moment. Just a moment. There's something that just came. Would you write it down for me, please,
Yes.
Fran? I want you to put it down. Have you got a pencil?
No, but I'll get one.
Well, I'll get one. I'll get a pencil.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Excuse me for pointing.
Right, what shall I write?
I want you to write down, be sure to see the new RCA Victor Fairfield.
what's that? Fairfield, RCA Victor.
Don't you know the new Fairfield? That wonderful, wonderful television receiver at the new low price of $299.95?
Hey, is that a 17-inch picture tube?
That's the one.
Oh, I'd like to see that myself.
Well, I would too.
Well, there's one right over here in the studio. John Flood has it over there in the corner. There it is, Coop.
Wowee! Is that the Fairfield?
You bet.
Ooh, boy, isn't that a beauty?
It really is.
Look at that wonderful cabinet.
You got a choice of cabinet finishes, too.
Do you?
Look how well that's matched, that door. Isn't that beautiful?
Oh, that's a handsome one. Hey, John, could you open up so we could see the inside there? Good boy. One day we'll show your face too.
Hey, look at that 17-inch picture tube.
Well, that's RCA Victor Million Proof Television.
Look down there on the right. See there, that little dial on the right. That's the eyewitness picture synchronizer.
Synchronizer.
That's what I said, synchronizer. It gives you sharp, steady pictures.
Oh, I know. And you know that RCA Victor pickup brings in pictures even in fringe areas.
I know.
True. It's got the golden throat, too.
Oh, of course, with thrilling, lifelike sound. Ollie, has that got the phonojack?
Naturally, it has a little phonojack in the back for easy plug-in of a record changer like the Victrola 45 attachment.
Oh, good. We could try it. How about the antenna?
Built in.
Wowee, isn't that fine? That's fine, Gum. Thanks a million, boy. We can check that off.
You know something, Fran?
Yeah.
I'm just thinking about this new RCA Victor Fairfield. What a wonderful, grand thing it is to have a television receiver now more than ever, you know, and especially at this new low price. Because think, in just a week or 2 weeks or so, shows will be coming through from the West Coast and going through to the West Coast.
Oh, won't it be exciting?
Do you think they'll stop here?
Well, at the rate it's going, you never can tell.
Oh, that's true.
Not for long.
Yeah, well, we'll hold out as long as we can. But remember, Kukla, we're in the provinces.
That's true.
But anyway, it is important.
Are we?
Certainly we are. Chicago, you know.
Oh, that's true. That's right. We're the last frontier.
But it will be a wonderful thing for everyone to see these wonderful shows that will be going from coast to coast. And I think with an RCA Victor television receiver, especially that new Fairfield, why, enjoyment of those programs is going to be especially wonderful, don't you think?
Oh, it'll be real great.
How much was that again?
$299.95.
To make your life livelier.
Your living room.
Your what?
Let's go around that again.
Try it again, will you, Coop?
To make your life livelier.
Your living room lovelier.
I love that. I want to hear that again.
No, Ollie, you don't. You don't do it. It's not a living room.
A living room? Lovelier room.
No.
I think that sounded all right.
Let me hear how it sounded again.
To make your life livelier.
Your
Den. Why don't you call it the den?
Your den lovelier.
Choose the Fairfield.
I've chosen.
Oh, great.
I always choose the RCA Victor.
Ollie.
I like this if nobody else does. Wonderful.
Well, now, what were we on?
I called Fran tonight. Fran!
Yes.
Yes, I called you. Well, let's go back now.
Now, explain daylight saving time to Beulah Whit.
No, let's go back to that. That's going to take a whole show to do that.
Why?
Oh, she's mixed up in something.
Well, it is if I'm going to have to do it. I
What
know
about that song production?
Oh, yeah, Fran, remember the other day you were doing, you were practicing with Jack. It was kind of a little jam session. You were singing, I See a Million Faces. Is that the song?
See a million people?
See a Million People. Yeah, why couldn't we do that? You know, I think we ought to produce that some way like it could be a kind of a sophisticated number, and you could be kind of a torch song, you know.
Well, wait till I get a drink of water and I'll be right back.
All right. I think I got away with the Natalie story all right.
Frankly, no.
Well, Natalie isn't really an elderly lady, but Fran took such a sort of an obtruse.
Oh, what?
Well, it's sort of well, she's so lively.
Well, are we ready?
Yeah, you ready, Jack? You have it?
I see a million people, but all I can see is you. I hear a million voices but only your voice comes through. I wait for your footsteps. I've waited before. I'll know that it's you when you knock at my door. I'll know you're around by the sound of my pounding heart. I see a million faces, but what do I really see?
We don't know. What do you really think?
A million little traces keep bringing you back to me. And try as I may to forget to care, what can I do when you're always there? I see a million people, but all I can see is you.
That was very nice.
You had some very nice effects.
Oh, you like those effects? We'll keep them in there. I thought maybe you'd like them. I thought they were great. Well, we can check that off the list. We've rehearsed it, got the production ready. We can do it someday. My, I like that. I thought that was real lively.
Lively?
Yeah, we were lively.
Oh, this is too much. What's the matter with him today?
I don't know.
I don't know. Do you think we better try to check any more things?
Well, there was one more item that to clean the cistern.
Clean the cistern?
But we don't have a cistern.
We don't have a cistern. What in the world? Ollie?
Unless he meant that Madam Oglepus would Beulah Witch.
Could be. Ollie, what about cleaning the cistern? Ooh, Ollie, what about cleaning the cistern?
Not for me. No, sir. I get claustrophobia when I go down that deep.
We don't even have one, Ollie.
What?
A cistern.
Well, then why bother to clean it?
Oh, this is the worst day.
Ollie, will you come up and pay some attention?
Come on now.
I don't know what you're so excited about. You're all so hysterical today. You were laughing and you were just being so silly. What's the matter? Well, the cistern, I don't know who put that down. I didn't put it. Oh, yes, I did. Yes, but you didn't get to know where I said, let's dig a cistern. Then we can clean it. Wouldn't that be fun?
Grand.
Well, I can hardly wait.
I think that'll be more fun than almost anything we can do. The day we clean the merchandise mart, let's dig a cistern.
Yes,
How did you
let's
think
do,
of
by
that? Would
all
be good.
means.
Then we can have soft water. That'll be wonderful, and I can wash my hair all the time. Oh, that's grand.
Well, remember, in television,
It's RCA.
Blichter.
You're getting television's greatest combination when you buy RCA Victor television with RCA factory service. For a few dollars extra, RCA Victor's own factory-trained technicians install and full service your set, guaranteeing you top performance year after year from your television receiver. If you already own an RCA Victor set and haven't arranged for this added protection, call your local RCA service company for a maintenance contract now. And remember, right now it costs less than ever to own RCA Victor million-proof television. Sets such as this handsome RCA Victor Fairfield with its big 17-inch picture tube, eyewitness picture synchronizer, and golden throat tone system are yours now at tremendous price savings. Tomorrow, see RCA Victor million-proof television at your RCA Victor dealer. And ask him about RCA factory service, too. The musical director of Kukla, Fran and Ollie is Jack Fascinato. The producer is Beulah Zachary. The director is Louis Gomovitz. The costume designer is Joseph Lockwood, and the technical director is John Nathalie.
And this is Blur Tillstrom. Good night.
RCA Victor, world leader in radio, first in television, first in recorded music.
NBC Television.